Chapter 6. The party goes on, as it does every year. I know I should be helping Mom with the profiteroles. I know I should be clearing plates, but for once in my life I'm thinking, let Nicole do it, let Jake do it, let anyone else do it, because Ryan wants to talk to me, and that sweeps everything else away. We're alone in a tiny back room overlooking the garden. It's stuffed with furniture that we moved out of the sitting room for the party. We're sitting on the floor awkwardly between two sofas, but I don't think either of us cares. We're transfixed in our own private bubble. Ryan has been talking for about an hour, and I've been listening in a state of shock because he's not saying anything I expected. Every other time Ryan has come home, all we've heard about LA is the glamour, the excitement, the celebrities, but now he's telling me real stuff, painful stuff. He doesn't look like old Ryan. He looks battered, world weary, kind of like he's had it. And the more he talks, the more I realize what he's telling me is he has had it. He's done with LA. I have no idea how he can have sunk so quickly from my best friend is Tom Cruise to this place. But the way he's talking now, he never wants to see LA again. Everyone there is two faced, he keeps saying. Every single bastard. I haven't quite followed his tale of woe. There are two people in it called Aaron, which doesn't help. But what I've picked up is that he went into business with a couple of guys, but nobody did what they promised to. And now he's out of money. You burn through this stuff, he says bleakly. Everyone wants to discuss work over Japanese food or on a boat. The one-upmanship, it's insane. But when you say out of money, I say venture, tentatively. You don't mean I'm out, Fixie. He spreads his hands, broke. Nowhere to live, even. Shit, I breathe out. There's a nasty feeling in my stomach. How can Ryan Chalker be broke? I'm remembering him and Jake. He's 17, riding around in that convertible. He had money. He had it. So how can you just lose it all? So what will you wear? I'm staying with Jake right now. Your brother's great, but then he shakes his head in his blonde waves glimmer in the evening sun. It's hard when you had a dream, when you tried your utmost best, and it didn't work out. I know, I say fervently. I know exactly what you mean. Hearing all this is bringing back painful stabbings in my heart. I'm remembering my pile of dark green aprons under the bed, remembering the drenching mortification of failure. I've had exactly the same experience, I say, staring at the carpet. I started that catering business. I did a load of work for this married couple called the Smithsons. They had a PR agency and they threw all these dinners for all the clients, but they never paid me. And suddenly I was in debt and I tried to compose myself. I bought top class organic filet steak and I paid my staff and they eaten it all, but I never got any money out of them. Despite my best efforts, my voice is wobbling. I don't often talk about the Smithsons because it makes me feel like such a fool. Even worse, it makes me feel ashamed because I didn't listen to Mom. She knows about small businesses. She knows the risks, and she tried to warn me. She tried to ask me practical questions about invoicing and cash flow. I so desperately wanted everything to be great that I glossed over the answers. I'll never make that mistake again. I'll never gloss. I'll never cross my fingers and hope. I'll never do business based on sweet talk and promises and handshakes. If anything good came out of the whole thing, is that I learned. I became more savvy. There were other issues too, I exhale. It was a bad financial climate. I pitched too high end. It was harder to crack the market than I realized. But the Smithsons didn't help. Didn't you sue? Says Ryan, looking interested. Could you get some money out of them now? I shake my head. They went bankrupt. like the last toxic ace up their sleeve after they'd ignored all my invoices, all my emails, even my visits in person to their office. They filed for bankruptcy. I'm in a list of creditors on a computer somehow. I couldn't afford to carry on. I couldn't get any more credit, and I definitely wasn't turning them mom again. Fast food was over. That's when I made the decision to channel all my energy into the shop instead. Because I do love it, and it's our family legacy, and it plays to my strengths. I even sometimes use my chef training when I advise customers on cooking products. And if I ever think wistfully about my catering dreams, then I remind myself I had my chance. No one understands except people who had been through it. I say, no one. Exactly. Ryan's eyes burned intensely into mine. Intently, my bad. Into mine. They don't get it, Fixie. You're like the only person who understands properly. My heart slips inside. Wilson understands Ryan, but somehow I managed not to melt. Because he's broke, maybe. Alright, let's just leave it at that. Ugh. She likes him, though. She didn't. She wouldn't talk to him. Like, it'd be weird. It's like, not about him being broke. It's just like him just, you know, just being like, weird, I guess. I broke up with my girlfriend, he adds abruptly. You find that about people, he rubs his face. As though trying to rid himself of memories. I tried so hard. I wanted to talk it through. But girls like that are shallow. It's not about who you are as a person, it's about what you can do for them. How much can you spend on them? How can you help their career? As soon as she realized I was in trouble, he clicks his fingers. It was over. She sounds awful, I say hotly, and he shoots me a grateful half smile. So what now? I ask. What are you gonna do? God knows, but it's gotta be something different, says Ryan emphatically. No more fucking smoke and mirrors. Real people, real work, roll up my sleeves and get on with it. If you do anything, I say, the experience you've had, it's amazing. Ryan shrugs. Well, I know my shit, let's say that. So you just have to choose what to do. I offer encouragingly. Find a new line of work, I mean. I suppose you might need to go down a few rungs on the ladder to begin with. Of course, Ryan smells wryly. I can't expect to go in at CEO level. He gazes into the distance for a few moments, then adds in a low voice, "You've learned one thing from all this, Fixie. It's how to be humble."